and Visitors Bureau is a major contributor. Budweiser, Bud Light, so think of them when you're going to have a brew after you get done here. Lowe Infusion provides us with some added prize money, and they give us a code for a 20% discount if you want to order a jersey through Lowe Infusion. That code is GIBA 2020, GIBA 2020. Brandon's team with USA Mortgage. Brandon will be around today. Unfortunately, he's got shoulder issues and can't bowl, but he is our season-long title sponsor for the Greater Iowa Bowling Association. Andy Julo is bowling this squad along with Kyle Morgan there with the OP on Ridgeway. They provided us with the gift certificates for our practice session last night. And also bowling on this squad is Ben Troop. Ben donates a room at the Hampton Inn here for our illustrious live stream Mike Flanagan. And let your friends know that Mike is doing a live stream.
You've probably been called way worse than that.
InsideBowling.com. So have them join and watch that. Your skip pattern today, pay attention, it's going to be easy. I'm not going to make it too tough this early in the morning. You do skip one, skip two, skip one, skip two, skip one, skip two. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Don't have to worry about anything.
We're going to turn them on now for 10 minutes of shadow balls. I appreciate everybody supporting us. We're going to end up just short of 200 entries.
Skip one,
so
skip
thanks
two.
a lot, guys.
Usually it's like skip one. 1, 2, 3, move 1, 1, 2.
Shuffle back to the left one.
I can suggest that next time.
I fall down.
You're fine.
My equilibrium is off right now.
You sure we don't need to start drinking? I can get one.
Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Hopefully you're doing well out there in bowling land, watching today's coverage as we get started this morning at the 2020 Ebonite Winter Classic. My name is Mike Flanagan, and we're on a platform called InsideBowling.com. Been around almost 10 years now, actually, everybody. It's been pretty interesting how things have taken shape around here. But one constant thing is we've been streaming these tournaments from Iowa at 2 different bowling center locations, this one being Cadillac XBC, the other bowling center being Maple Lanes, just down the road where many of these events have taken place. And before we get started this morning, I think it's important to take a moment to give a shout out to everyone up here in the Waterloo bowling community in regards to what's happened over at Maple Lanes. To those of you that are unaware, Maple Lanes was broken into by some vandals and lit on fire just a couple weeks ago. They're looking at a 12 to 18 month rebuild, and we wish them nothing but the best and look forward to getting back to the new and improved Maple Lanes when that takes place very far in the distant future. But for now, we are here at Cadillac XBC, owned by the same owners, and we've also had events here in the past as well. So a great facility here. A little bit different over here. We've got the Brunswick Pro Lane, harder surface. We have 36 bowling lanes in this facility. We're watching lanes 19 through 22 right now here at the Ebonite Winter Classic. I want to thank Ebonite for the sponsorship of the event. This is the 17th edition of these events. They happen twice a year, in February and in September, this being the February edition. Today is Saturday, February the 22nd, 2020. And you're watching the 8:30 a.m. squad this morning. 7 games of qualifying. The bowlers will take to the lanes to do so. We'll be back with you around 1:45 p.m. with a B squad, where another full squad will compete on the lanes. And then again at 7 o'clock tonight for C squad. Sunday, tomorrow at 9 a.m. is the Cashiers Round, where they'll bowl 6 games. And then they cut to the top 10, in which the top 4 are seeded into the step ladder, and 5 through 10 go through a vigorous bracket match play format. I want to thank our associate sponsors as well: Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau, Lowe Infusion. If you'd like to save 20% over at Lowe Infusion, you can put in the coupon code GIBA2020, GIBA2020 to save 20% over at LoweInfusion.com. USA Mortgage, Budweiser and Bud Light, and the Hampton Inn. I also want to show you in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see you can save 15% on InsideBowling.com. We have a merch store having a record month, as a matter of fact. You can save 15% with coupon code YouTube, and that's all the time, whether you're watching now or if you're watching an archived version of this event. The bowlers are bowling on a 38-foot in length oil pattern. It's a 1.94 to 1 ratio with 27 milliliters of oil out on the lanes, 27.58 to be exact. Here this morning on your screens for you on lanes let's start over. We have 199 bowlers is what they are anticipating having for this event total. That's what I was trying to get out and say. But we are on lanes 19 through 22, where you just saw Tim Barrett miss a single pin spare. He today is bowling with Jason Jones, Shea Bittenbender, and Eric Samowski. Bittenbender, Barrett, and Samowski coming up from the St. Louis area. And I take that back. John Marsala is on this pair. Didn't read my information correctly. We're just getting started here this morning. So again, Bittenbender, Samowski, John Marsala, and Tim Barrett. The St. Louis connection here on 19 and 20. John Marsala, as many of you know, won a PBA 50 national title last year. Congratulations to John on that feat. check in on the chat. Want to say hello to everyone that's in here this morning. Want to say hello to Brandon Steen, Slim Jinsey, Dana, of course, Alan, the average bowler, Josh Wilcox. I'll take you through the list of bowlers that are bowling on this squad this morning. They did have a couple of no-shows, so my list may not be 100% correct, but we will go through this list and see how it goes. Down on lanes 3 and 4, we have Alex Denton, Zach Denton, and Evan Miller. Lanes 5 and 6, Corey Cavens, Eric Kent, Logan Klein. On 7 and 8, we have Billy Goodman, Brian Halen, Tommy T-Cats. Lanes 9 and 10. It looks like we have Greg Engelkist, Joe Engelkist, Tom Hess, and Steve Landry. On 11 and 12, Dan Duskin Jr., Jason Poley. He's a past champion. Kenny Calkins, Sean Riley. Tom Hess has actually won this event twice, I believe. On lanes 13 and 14, we have Kyle Morgan, Ben Truick, Terry McKinney, and Elizabeth Utoff. On 15 and 16, we have Kayla Baker, Alex Dirks, Kayla Crawford, and Logan Williams. On 17 and 18, we have Andy Builo, Troy Fuller, Jim Howard, Jason Jones. You've been watching 19 and 20. And lanes 21 and 22, we have Brent Boho, Brandon Dodge, Wesley Lowe, Adam Morse. Also on your featured screen and our double wide. On lanes 23 and 24, we have Justin Lancer, Chris Korinsky, and Justin Petrie. On lanes 25 and 26, we have Chase Donner, Roger Harford, Isaac Goodman, and Rodney Jackson. On lanes 27 and 28, we have Cameron Crowe, Ryan Killonen, Seth Sakima, and Nate Stubler. On 29 and 30, we have Nathan Brantley, Derek Lewis, Tiffany Morris, and Tyler Newman. On lanes 31 and 32, we have Kody Brando, Quincy Bruce, Dwayne Kiltz, and Lucas Pajekovitz. Lanes 33 and 34, Kyle Kroll, Ryan Lakota, Brian Thompson. Lanes 35 and 36, Chase Benitez, Scott Boyer, Brian Jones, and Clayton Reed. So those are your bowlers that are participating this morning. If you want to see standings throughout this event, we'll be updating them on Twitter. Inside Bowling on Twitter is where you're going to be able to see the standings throughout the day. Again, the oil pattern is 38 feet in length. 20 mils on the forward oil, 7.29 on the way back, for a total of 27.58 milliliters of oil, 1.94 to 1 ratio. So almost just a 2 to 1 ratio pretty much if you round. Glad you're watching this morning with us. Got some pretty good players here to start out this morning on these two pairs. I also have another 4 lanes for you. I just haven't got all of that 100% built in my system. Start working on that now for you as we get rolling through the weekend. I've done the best I can with the picture-in-pictures at the top of the screen. Hopefully you can see the scores just fine and you can hear me just fine this morning. Let me know in the chat if everything's coming through loud and clear. I certainly would appreciate that. My system was running a little hot here this morning, but it looks like currently right now it's calmed down a little bit, so that's good. I always wonder, since I don't stream a lot anymore, that when I fire everything up, if it's going to work. But luckily for you and for me and for all the bowlers in the tournament, it's working okay this morning. Pretty talented couple of pairs here to start out the day, as I said. You got a PBA 50 champion. You got someone who's going about it on the PBA Tour full-time right now, and Wesley Lowe and Brent Boho, actually. Brent's been out there quite a bit as well. Also, a shout-out for Wesley Lowe. If you want to subscribe to his YouTube channel, make sure you go check him out on YouTube and give him a subscribe. He posts pretty good vlogs and stuff from the road. Really like Wes a lot. Wes is one of my buddies, and I wish him nothing but the best in everything that he does. Wes is playing him pretty straight from the outside part of the lane. And he's having no problems. Just no surprise. No surprise at all. I'll dazzle you with some information here in just a moment as I'm building our scoreboards and stuff for 15 through 18. Might take me a minute. In the meantime, you get to watch these awesome bowlers bowl right here. We are in Waterloo, Iowa, everybody. It's a little bit warmer today than it typically is in February, so I want to thank our Lord Jesus Christ for allowing us to have a little bit better weather up here and not have to freeze. So thank you for that. And if you're an atheist, sorry about that. Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, but I do believe in our Lord Jesus Christ, and I know a lot of people that are watching do. Give a shout out to Jay and G watching this morning in St. Louis. Josh wants to know what's the skip pattern. I wasn't listening earlier when he announced it. I'll find out in a moment. Thanks Motive Bowling and Brandon Steen for letting me know everything's good, along with Drake and Dana. Jeremy and Craig. Hello to Feeding Frenzy 91. He's been around this channel for a long time, loves watching bowling. Hope you're doing well this morning. So what are we looking like score-wise here? What do we got? 253 left for Shea Bittenbender. Eric Samowski can still get into 214. Barrett, 214. John Marcella can bowl 190. Wesley Lowe can bowl 279, it looks like. Boho can bowl 205. So there's a little bit of scoring pace here for you. 7 games for you this morning. It's going to go pretty quick, it looks like. It's a nice facility. Really like the lane surface here. This is my favorite lane surface, actually. Those of you that are wondering, do I have a booth cam? I do. I just didn't set up my tripod yet for it. I can hold it if you guys want to see me. Let's see if I can hold this thing. I can kind of put it off to the side here. You guys want to see me for a minute? This is like selfie cam. That's what it is. Here we go. I'm going to bring it in. It's seriously selfie cam. Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing well this morning. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I don't have this on a tripod yet, but it is working. So that's a good thing. Let's see. Where am I taking you? Back over here. Oh, boy.
It's gotta be blue. I got a comm line here.
Anyway, that one can be blue?
15, 16?
Yeah, because they're on the same, there's what people are looking at right there. Okay, cool. All right, Wesley Lowe looking at 279. Here he goes, switching balls on the fill. Always fun idea there. There he goes, 279. Shake it off, Wes. Shake it off, buddy. Good old Wesley. Putting on his jacket now. He's cold. Going to fill out some scores down there. That's him down there shuffling the papers. Going to be a good scorekeeper. Shea Bittenbender starts out with 241. Good start for Shea. He's got to be happy with that. Scores overall are pretty low from what I can see. Pretty low, pretty low. But right here, good bowlers always helps out with that one. I'm gonna switch out of here for just a minute. Take you. Here's what I'm dealing with over here, everybody. I'm dealing with this 15, 16, 17, and 18, and as you can see, there's a blue set of monitors over there. And I asked if I could get those changed to black and purple to match the rest of the facility. And I was told there's a comm line error on that pair. So I said, is there any way that I could get the left pair switched to blue? And they just did it. So that's awesome. So that's what I was dealing with. So now we've got blue and blue for you. So when we go over to those two pairs, you'll be looking at blue. And then when we go over to the other two pairs, you'll be looking at the black and the purple. So that's how we're going to differentiate today, and I guess for the rest of the tournament, unless the comm line error gets fixed, what we're going to be doing here with pair to pair, which is kind of cool, you know. I just didn't like multiple colors on the screen, and folks here were able to take care of me and help me out. The other thing that's a little strange for me, too, when I build these pictures and pictures up above so you can see the scores, is the monitors aren't exactly the same height pair to pair. So that's why when you look up above, they're not, because I was checking them with a level and everything, but it's just because the monitors aren't exactly the same height. So that's the best I can do on that. Now that I'm looking at something else, too, I'm kind of thinking maybe one of my cameras aren't de-interlaced. Which kind of bugs me. And I always talk about this stuff like early in the day because I'm still setting everything up, if that makes sense. Let me see. Oh, they got a new thing on here. Every time. Every single time. Every time I fire this stuff up, there's some new feature. It's been updated. I'm selecting this thing. It's called Blend Fields. I don't even know what it is. But I noticed that there was some weird stuff going on, which used to be called de-interlacing. Most of you won't notice it, but nerds like me do. All right, let's see. We got a game number 2 coming up here, don't we? Oh boy. I made a mistake. I accidentally saved game 2 as a Photoshop file. So that means I got to go in here now. I got to save it as a graphic for you. So it's still going to say game 1 here for just a minute. We'll see if I can beat the bowlers getting over here. If you guys want, you can watch me work with my crooked booth cam. Kind of straighten it a little bit. Here we go. This is me up here working right now. What I'm doing is I'm building a graphic for you guys. Trying to. Let's see. Gotta try to beat these folks before they get over here. I think I'm gonna get there. I think I'm close. See what happens. Game 2. Oh, they're about to bowl. And it's Joe Engelkiss. I think. No, he's not. I'm safe. I'm safe. He won't yell at me. There we go. A2. P and G coming up for you. All right. All right. I think I'm going to get there. I think I'm going to get there, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting there. And with that, I'm going to take you. Oh boy. Let me look what I'm dealing with now. You guys ready to see this? You guys ready? Look at this monitor. Yeah, good luck reading that, everybody. What is going on over here? You guys think I just come in here and I just set up and everything's perfect? I'm like a quarterback up here. I gotta call into the front desk. Hey, we gotta change this. We'll see if when somebody bowls, if it changes back to blue. But I really don't know what's gonna happen here. Somebody asked about skip procedure. I'm gonna go figure that out real quick. And just because I don't want to blind you all, we do have action over here on 19 through 22. So we'll let you take a look at these folks bowling. Kayla Crawford, I see Kayla over there. Let's see if I can go through these really quick. Kayla Baker, Alex Dirks, Kayla Crawford, Logan Williams, Andy Buelo, Troy Fuller, Jim Howard, and Jason Jones for your viewing pleasure as we are into game number 2 now of 7 here in Waterloo at Cadillac XBC. I'm going to go figure out the skip procedure for you guys and see about getting that yellow monitor changed. I'll be right back. All right, I got your skip procedure for you, everybody. You were asking in the chat earlier. It's skip 1, skip 2, skip 1, skip 2, skip 1, skip 2. Pretty easy. Pretty easy to remember. For those of you that want an update on these, on the colors of the scoreboards over on 15 through 18, and I know you all, this has been on your mind since I've been back. But we now are back to 2 colors. So just wanted to keep you updated. It was yellow again for a minute, but now we're back to 2 colors. So I don't think I'm going to say anything anymore at this point. I've made my case, and if we're not going to get that corrected, we're not going to get that corrected. I also don't really understand why it's so bright in that one spot, because in the building it's not really, but there is a reflection from the door coming in. So actually that is exactly what it's from. So if you look up there right now on the upper right hand side of your screen, I'm going to put my hand up in the air and look what happens. You guys see that? Now I'm going to stand up and move my whole body in the way. You guys just want me to stand up during the entire broadcast? I'll just stand up during the entire broadcast right here in this one spot so the sun doesn't shine on it. So here's what happens when I sit down. Now you guys will know when I'm sitting down or when I'm standing up. I'm going to check in on the chat, see how many viewers we've lost as I've been talking about all of this. Oh, it looks like we've gone up, actually. Good morning to Typical Mail from Gulf Shores, Alabama. Dana talking about the LCD conversions looking nice with the S80s. Yes, they do. Good morning all the way from Tucson, Arizona to George M. Casey Mattingly this morning. Glad you're with us. Glad you're watching. That weird noise you just heard were a bunch of college kids messing around, doing homework or something, and I looked over and they were all laughing whenever I heard that noise, whatever that was. Led by Kayla Crawford was part of all of that. I'm set up here down that catwalk. See the catwalk there to the right of your screen. That's where I'm at. Right behind that pair. Made it easy on myself. I can watch everything that I'm actually calling on the screen here today. And I am flying solo. I would imagine throughout the day I'll have some guests. And I did deep tease a little bit ago some information about this event. And I will follow up on that in just a moment. You are watching a past champion in Jason Poley on lane 16. Poley's bowling with Dan Duskin Jr., Kenny Calkins III, and Sean Riley. Over on lanes 17 and 18, you see Kyle Morgan, Ben Truick, Terry McKinney, and Elizabeth Utoff. So if you head over to GIBA-bowling.com, you can get a lot of information about this event. And the thing that I wanted to make mention of, and that I was teasing earlier, is if you go over and you look at the roster for this event, and it hasn't been updated since yesterday. It doesn't look like there were some openings still. But I just wanted to communicate to you that the U.S. Open, the United States Open, the granddaddy of all bowling events, taking place today, final rounds of match play over on Bowl TV. Check out Bowl TV to watch that. Use coupon code Inside Bowling. You can save 15% at Bowl TV, by the way. Or if you have a Flow Bowling subscription, it's also on over there. But I'm affiliated with Bowl TV at the moment, and if you're not subscribed to Bowl TV, get ready for the Women's Tour coming up. Save 15% off that annual subscription with Inside Bowling is your coupon code. You're welcome. But that event's taking place over in Lincoln, Nebraska at John Lucido's place, Sun Valley Lanes. Great establishment. But there were many great bowlers that shoot up that didn't make the match play cut. So their next stop is over in Indianapolis. So Waterloo, Iowa is kind of on the way. So a little bit later today, you're going to see A.J. Chapman take to the lanes, who's bowled this event before, competes on the tour full-time. Nick Crummell. You're also going to see the Lavery Spar brothers are going to be bowling. Tom Doherty's going to be bowling. Andrew Anderson's going to be bowling. Sean Maldonado is going to be bowling. And those are just the ones that I know of off the top of my head. So, and that's going to be on the C Squad later today. So when C Squad rolls around, you definitely going to want to tune in tonight. We're going to have a plethora of top touring PBA stars on the 7 o'clock squad tonight. Again, Andrew Anderson, Tom Doherty, the Lavery Spar brothers, A.J. Chapman. So we're going to be in for some good bowling here tonight. Some elite players from around the world. Hello to Brandon Mooney, Silver Silent RD, and J94 Abel. Is everything coming through clear, by the way, guys? Take you back over to 19 through 22. Thank you for that, Tommy and Alan. Well, welcome in all of our viewers. Just came over from our Inside Bowling E-Blast that went out just a little while ago. Craig Carter wants to know, Mike, is Don Breeden scheduled to bowl? And if so, which squad? Let me look and see. I don't see him. He's not on this squad, I know that. And I don't see him on the next two squads either. So no Don Breeden, which is unfortunate. It's always good to see Don. We do have a Tom Adcock, though, at 145 today. You know what other name I was looking for on here? That's not on here is Rob Amers. Rob Amers almost always bowls these events. I do not see him on the list. I will say the field seems a little younger. Again, if you're just joining us, how about we do a little bit of a reset here. You are watching the 2020 Ebonite Winter Classic. We are in Waterloo, Iowa today at Cadillac XBC Lanes. It's the 17th edition of these events. They used to be called the Fusion Realtors, then the Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank, and now it's the Ebonite Winter Classic. They're bowling 7 games here today. They're anticipating a field of 199 bowlers. Entry fee for this event, by the way, was $160. Over $5,000 in added prize money in this event. The pattern is a 1.94 to 1 ratio, 38 feet in length, 27 milliliters of oil. The title sponsor is Ebonite. If you're looking for a new bowling ball purchase, they got a new Omni that just came out, and the Allure. I want to thank the Brunswick family of brands for continuing the sponsorship here. And then the associate sponsors, Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau, adding money to the event. Lowe Infusion, which they have a coupon code GIBA 2020 to save 20% off. USA Mortgage, Budweiser and Bud Light, and the Hampton Inn are the sponsors of this event. Josh Wilcox says Breeden's on B squad with himself. I didn't see him on the list, but Josh, I believe you. If this is your first time ever watching us here on Inside Bowling, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we certainly would appreciate it if you did so. We are about to launch something new, and I haven't talked about this, but this will actually launch in just about 30 days from now. We have not announced it yet, but you're the first to know, those of you that are watching, all 170 of you. We are adding coaching to our Inside Bowling YouTube channel, and that's coming The very first week of the Open Championships, we'll be putting out a video that week, our first coaching video. And it's pretty strategic. We recorded 16 instructional videos, and we have a coach. We have a Team USA coach as part of our Inside Bowling team now that's going to be delivering these tips for you to help you bowl better. Does anyone in the chat want to try to guess who our coach is that we are now partnered with? That we filmed 16 instructional videos, and we're going to launch one a week for 16 weeks. Anybody want to guess on who our coach might be? Said he was a Team USA coach. He's also affiliated with Ebonite and has been for, I believe, 27 years. So those are the tips I'll give you, the little hints. See if you can figure out who our coach is that we just filmed 16 instructional videos with. Wilcox says Amers is coming. Okay. Any guesses on who our new coach here at Inside Bowling is going to be for our instructional videos we're going to be putting out? It's 21 and 22. Looks like a pretty high-scoring pair. A lot of strikes on 21 and 2. Wesley Lowe started with 279 on that pair, and a lot of scores coming off of it here this game as well. Troy Fuller working on 279. Well, nobody's got it right yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. Mike Shady coaching and tips coming to the Inside Bowling channel in March. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we will be bringing those to you. So yeah, we got scores galore over here on 21 and 22. We really do. Putting together some big scores here this morning. So Jason Jones with a chink in the armor, but can still bowl 221. Troy Fuller still working on 279, I believe it is. 19 and 20, we had games at 206, 176, 181, and 166. Troy Fuller just lined in. Troy's made a finals before. He had to go to a roll-off against Casey Murphy. Casey Murphy's won the event twice. And Troy was defeated in a roll-off. I don't remember which one it was now that we've had 17 of these. .220 for Jason Jones. See if Troy Fuller can finish it out here for 279. Oh, he gets it. .279, Troy Fuller. We've seen two 279s start the day on this pair. Heck of a pair score here, everybody. Take a look at this. 220, 246, 279, and 235. 514 and 466. It's really good bowling you got to just see right here on Inside Bowling. Looks like we got some other heavy hitters here coming in. Looks like we've got none other than Tom Hess. We're going to see our tournament director, Joe Engelkiss, as well. Take the lanes here. As we head into game number 3. So yeah, we got Greg and Joe Engelkiss, Tom Hess, Steve Landry, and then just next door will be coming in Dan Duskin Jr., Jason Poley, Kenny Calkins III, and Sean Riley. And 28 seconds ago, the A Squad standings are now live on our Twitter feed, twitter.com/Inside Bowling. And I have those standings for you now. Your tournament leader is the tournament director, and on your live stream right now, Joe Engelkiss bowled 288 to start the day. Way to go, Joe. Way to go. Wesley Lowe, 279. Tom Hess, 257. He's right here on this pair. Derek Lewis in 4th. Bowled 244. 5th, Cameron Crowe at 243. 6th, Shea Bittenbender. We saw that game 1, 241. Logan Williams, 7th at 236. 8th, Ryan Killinen at plus, or bowled 234, plus 34, I should say. 9th, Roger Harford, 225. 10th, Brian Thompson at 224, and there's a 3-way tie. Alex Denton and Kayla Crawford also bowled 224 to start the day. Out of the 63 bowlers that are bowling this morning, 24 of them bowled 200 or better. So there you go. That's after game number 1. Those standings just getting into the booth right now. So pretty cool. Tom Hess looking good out on the lanes. Joe up here, smiling, looking at me. I didn't know you had 280. No. I know.
He's a one-man band today. You can't do that.
He might have bowled 300. Yeah. Yeah. Right now, your tournament leader, Joe Engelkiss, after 1.
I told him if he wanted some help, I'd come help him.
Whenever these guys come through, they heckle me up here. So if you hear side conversations and you don't like it, I'm sorry. So yeah, if we have 63 on this squad, right? And they say they're going to get to 199. That means, if I do my quick math here, that means they're going to have 2 full squads of 68 bowlers coming up next. So they got 63 here, 68 and 68. Yeah, that's 199. Guess we're just going to get that yellow monitor whenever lanes sit down for a little bit. That's kind of been the story of the day. It's been kind of the sidebar story is the colors of the monitor screens. See Hess out there leave a 2.810. You know, on this Brunswick Pro lane, you can throw the ball too hard and it will not finish if you gas it at all. And as the lanes, you know, get more games on it, the more back end reaction disappears and the more early hook you get. All right, so we've got everything going here. Okay, I'm going to check in on the chat, see how everybody's doing. Hello to Alan and Taylor. Ryan, or R, I'm assuming your name is Ryan. I don't know why. R. Musklowski says, has the tournament director ever won the tournament? And no, he has not ever won the tournament. Jason Poley's my pick this week. Let's do this, Jason Guest says. Hello, Jason. Good morning to you from KR Strike Force. Shoe connoisseur, Jason Guest. So here's the thing about tournament directors bowling their own tournaments, right? Typically, that's a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want that to happen. Like, it's just you're just playing with fire, right? Like, why would you bowl your own tournament? It makes zero sense. Because you're helping with the format. You determine kind of sort of what you're looking for a pattern, all these things. So, with that said, it's just playing with fire. You don't ever really want the tournament director to bowl his own tournament. But there are exceptions to the rule. And one of those exceptions is right here. As, you know, Joe Engelkist took over the Greater Iowa Bowling Association because he wanted to see it continue. Because he was a bowler himself. So he and his family took it over. And he did it to keep it alive because it was one of his favorite things to do. So he decided to take it over, but he was still going to bowl, right? Well, as good as Joe is, and as much of the bracket money he puts back into the tournaments and just how he runs top-notch events, I believe if Joe Engelkist won the tournament, everybody that bowls these events would just think it's the coolest thing in the world that Joe won the tournament. They really would. I mean, they would be so happy for Joe, and he would have earned it. Because the one thing is that he does is he puts out demanding conditions. They're not brutal, but they're not easy, right? They're not easy. And when he puts these kind of patterns out, he's challenging himself and the field. Joe's going to have a better chance on a house shot, in my opinion. Not to take anything away from Joe's game as you watch him bowl over here on lane 20. That 4, 5, 7 late fall in there. But, you know, Joe makes them hard. And then, because of all the extra added money he gets, and because he doesn't lock out professional title holders, he lets them all come bowl. So if Joe were to win this tournament, oh my goodness, that'd be awesome. He would have earned it. I mean, plain and simple. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to me. And I would love nothing. I'll tell you what. Actually, here's the deal. I'm going to make a deal with everybody right now. If Joe Engelkist wins this event, I am not going to stream this tournament anymore. because we will have seen the greatest moment in the history. We'll never be able to top it. We'll never be able to top that here. So that's it. Joe wins. I'm done. That's it. Done. Might make the trip out and bowl the tournament, but I will be done with the event. Just I won't stream it anymore. Joe wins. That's it. That's like Elway retiring after he won the Super Bowl. It's just it. It'll be done. There's no better ending. That's it. And I'd tell Joe to stop running the tournaments. Just end them right then and there. The last one he won, and just sail off into the sunset. Done. Over. Yep. I think I figured out the plan. Joe, I'm pulling for you, buddy. We're going to shut this thing down. I'm never streaming it again. Let's see. Who else is in here? Let's see. Yeah. Tim Olson talking about Hess being a new PBA 50 member. That's true. He could win Player of the Year out there this year. Stan the Man says, hit the like button, everybody. Lee says, what did Hess think about the difficulty level at the Open? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked to him. He likes to sit in the booth. I would imagine he would come back and sit in the booth with us later. Guest says that Des Moines really well represented today. Yes, they are. Josh Wilcox, I believe Joe takes no part in the pattern for this. Rich Emy picked the pattern, I believe. Yeah, I believe Rich does set the pattern, but Joe does tell him that he wants demanding. So I do have this other pair for you, and I do feel like I should bring you over there for at least a few moments. I want to check in over here for a moment, and I'll tell you who we have over here. Brian Halen, hell of a player from McKendree, with Billy Goodman, Tommy T-Cats, and then right next door there, Eric Kent, Logan Kling, and Corey Cavens over there. 15 and 16, 17, 18, down a couple of bowlers there, 3 on each pair, and a little bit quicker pace. They're in the 7th frame, 19 through 22s just in the 5th frame. And Brian Halen, 145 in the 6th, with a spare up in the 7th. Pair is bowling pretty good. Also, I kind of sound like Mitch Beasley for a minute. Bowling pretty good. Bowling pretty good. Well, you know, I'm surprised Mitch isn't here. I'd like to see Mitch here. I should have put him in the tournament. He and Angelimar could have came up. Looks like Halen's throwing some urethane. Tommy T-Cats working on a triple, looking for 4 in a row. It's got it. We'll take you back over to 19 through 22. Poley just had a strike. That's 4 in a row for Poley. So front 4 for Jason Poley. I'll let you guys guess what the max score would be if he went off the sheet with the next 8 in a row. That would be 12 in a row for 300. So now he'll definitely miss the next time he goes up because I said the magical number. Joe Lucerdo says the rev rate on the senior tour goes up every year. That's true. Slim Jinsey says Joe also has a lot of good help running the tournament, that he can just bowl and not have to worry about all hell breaking loose. That's true. Jennifer and his wife do a great job. How many guys that bowled in the Open are bowling in the tournament? Is Tom Hess the favorite? He looks good. Heard he dropped some pounds. Yeah, he's been losing some weight. That's been the case for a while. You know, Hess is always a favorite. He's won the tournament twice. But at the same time, the other thing that I mentioned earlier, if you're just joining us now, is because Lincoln, Nebraska is west of here, and because Indianapolis is east of here, there are quite a few professionals that are making the trip out to bowl the 7 o'clock squad later tonight. A.J. Chapman, the Lavery Spar brothers, Andrew Anderson, Sean Maldonado, Tom Doherty will all be bowling later this afternoon. At 7 o'clock, I should say, this evening. So quite a few, actually. Where's everybody from today? Looks like we've got 193 watching now. Hello to Dakota Vostri. How are you, sir? Where's everybody from? Type it in the chat. I'm interested to know. Also, I want to thank everybody that's been supporting the merch store this morning. I've been seeing the orders coming in. Thank you so much for that. We just added a new group of shirts called Bowler Vocabulary Shirts. And we've got some pretty funny ones on there. We wrote these funny descriptions about these Bowler Vocabulary shirts. So if you go to InsideBowling.com and you click on the top under men's tees and you hit the drop down and go to bowling vocab. Bowling vocabulary is the category. You can see that we have anchor bowler and an anchor bowler basically talks about the guy that can't strike all game, but he always throws 3 in the 10th. Bad carry, ball return, big wheel, college bowler. I thought the college bowler one was kind of funny, actually. College bowler, someone who gives their teammates 5 no matter how good or bad the result. We got Fig Jam on there, foul lights. Good pitch, full tilt, human sprinkler, lane courtesy, pin setter mechanic, professional house bowler, sandbagger, the big 4. Check them out. Save 15% with coupon code YouTube. We've got folks watching all over the place. We've got Detroit, Michigan, Cincinnati, Nashville, Grand Rapids, Lake St. Louis, Rockford, Illinois, San Jose, Woodstock, Ontario, Canada, Kansas City, Missouri, Northwestern Indiana, Saudi Arabia, Toronto, welcome everyone. Should have standings after 2 shortly, as we're just getting going here with our score procedure here. So we're not going to have a 279 game on 21 and 22, as we had a 279 by Wesley Lowe the first game and by Troy Fuller the second game. Jason Poley looks really surprised that he just got 5. Tom Hess still has 237 left. Crosses over for Brooklyn. And his pair is giving him a hard time on that. Oh, that's funny. I don't know why I find that so funny, but I find it really, really funny. Hi, everybody. It's my selfie cam. Still here in the booth. So I'd show you that. I know how much you want to see that. Oh! Just got standings dropped off. How about I go over them? Your leader is Tom Hess. Plus 102 after 2 games. Joe Engelkiss is in second. We've got him right here. I mean, can it be any better than this, everybody? I'm bringing you the pictures that you want to see as Engelkiss goes up and throws a strike in the 9th. Tom Hess plus 102. Joe Engelkiss plus 89 after 2. Justin Petrie in third at plus 72. Fourth, Brian Thompson at plus 68. Fifth, Jim Howard at plus 61. Sixth, Troy Fuller at plus 53. Wesley Lowe drops to plus 45. Now, he bowled 279 the first game. He's in 7th now at plus 45. 8th is Nate Stubler at plus 44. 9th, Cameron Crowe at plus 34. And 10th, Derek Lewis at plus 26. And it won't be too long if it's not already up over on Inside Bowling's Twitter, twitter.com/Inside Bowling. And you do not have to have a Twitter account to go view this. And yes, standings after game number 2 are up on Twitter. Go check it out. We are in game number 3 of 7. We will have the 4th game coming up for you next. And then also, if you want to stick around today, we have 2 more squads of bowlers, 68 bowlers per squad, I should say. We've got this 8:30 a.m. squad that got started a little bit late with some no-shows and people arriving a little bit late. 1:45 today will be the B squad qualifying. 7 o'clock tonight will be C squad coming up for you. Then tomorrow we cut to the top third of the field at 9 a.m. for round number 2, which we call the Cashiers Round. And then following that will be the finals that start around noon Central Time. And the way the finals work is basically the top 4 overall, pins carried over, will be the top 4 for the stepladder. And they will just sit back and hang out for a while, probably head into the bar. And then 10 and 7 will bowl against each other, and 8 and 9 will bowl against each other. And whoever wins each one of those matches will then draw 5 and 6. They'll bowl the 5 and 6 qualifiers, and they'll each bowl their matches. And then whoever wins that will then bowl against each other to determine who the number 5 seed is. And then that number 5 seed will have to work their way up through the stepladder of the 4 bowlers that have been sitting for about an hour, hour and a half. Some a little bit longer than that, as a matter of fact. So it's always an interesting format here. And all that will get started on Sunday around noon. Tom Hess, your tournament leader, right here on lane 19. Looking for a 216 game, and he does. 216 for Tom Hess. That's going to improve his score to plus 118, which probably, if not leading, be top 2 probably. Joe Engelkis is in second. He's going to be up here in just a few moments. He's got 219 left himself. So good luck to those guys throughout the day as they make their way through the house. There'll be the skip procedure: skip 1, skip 2, skip 1, skip 2, skip 1, skip 2 for these 7 games here today. Here in Waterloo, Iowa, Cadillac XBC Bowling Center. They've also got some party rooms and a big game room here. So more of a family entertainment complex here. You see the 2-pin just completely crumble out there. Steve Landry. What are you looking for? Sheet? Check it. He's watching the scoreboard after 2. Scoreboard watching. Yeah, uh-huh.
I got some investments going on today.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. It's after it's okay. So I learned from you.
That's right.
How to invest.
That's what you gotta do.
Scared money don't make money.
Tom up here. He's telling me that he's invested in some bowlers today. He's backing a couple players in the field, evidently, and he said he learned that from me. You got to spend money to make money. Well, I do believe in that. That is for sure. Got Lawrence, Kansas in the chat. Duluth, Minnesota. Suggestion for a t-shirt of Split Happens. Thanks, Rich. Rich, all the standings can be found over on our Inside Bowling Twitter feed. I do run through them when I get them up here in the booth, though, after every game. So we'll have another one probably up in about 20 minutes. Game 3 just finishing up here on the right pair of lanes, left pair of lanes. We've got game number 4 underway. Already, and we've got no action on 15 through 18 currently at the moment. So 197, 225. Kenny Calkins can still bowl 193. And Jason Poley can bowl 244. And Poley was in 27th at minus 12 coming into this game. We've broken the 200 barrier. I want to thank everybody for hitting the like button down below. Thanks for that. Appreciate it very much. All right, kind of quiet. I'm going to step away for just a moment. Just got 3 on a pair here, and we're going to be getting a little bit out of sync. I can tell you who we have coming in. Brian Halen, Tommy T-Cats, and Billy Goodman are going to be over on 21 and 22. And we got Corey Cavens, Eric Kent, and Logan Kling on 19 and 20.
Yeah. No, also I think it's kind of cool what you do is
Okay, some questions in the chat here. What's the shot? It's 38 feet in length. It's 27.58 milliliters of oil, 1.94 to 1 ratio. That should answer that question. Little York, New Jersey, tuning in today. Was able to get lined up several different ways last night in practice. May be quite scoreable, says Barrett Automotive Services. Andrew Anderson says Cole sounds great today. Hello to Andrew Anderson, who will be bowling tonight at 7 o'clock with his buddy Nick Crummell. Craig Carter says it appears to be fairly soft based on the scores so far. Pattern's 38 feet in length. Yes, I'm a bowler. I'm a god in league play, says Roger Blevins. Okay, Roger. I'm glad you're sharing your excellent league scores with us. Game number 4 is just underway on 15 through 18 on my other pair. My other double pair, I should say. I've been up here doing some housekeeping work here. We should have a Game 3 update here for you shortly. Shouldn't be too long. If you're looking for scores, you can go see them over on Twitter, twitter.com/Inside Bowling. Got standings after game number 3. Your leader is still Tom Hess at plus 118. Second is Troy Fuller at plus 101. Third is Joe Engelkiss at plus 97. Fourth is Justin Petrie at plus 79. Fifth, Nate Stubler at plus 59. Sixth is Brian Halen at plus 50. Seventh is Cameron Crowe, plus 49. Eighth, Wesley Lowe at plus 44. Ninth, Derek Lewis at plus 40. And 10th is Kayla Crawford at plus 37. Currently right now, 19 players are plus, and that 19th player is Shea Bittenbender at plus 7. There's 63 bowlers on the squad, and currently right now 19 are plus. So the scoring pace is starting to decline. Taking a third of the field, if we did the math, that would be 21. Currently right now the number would be -3, and that's Tim Barrett. Those scores are available over on Twitter for you. By the way, I've got my booth cam set up now, so hi everybody. Hope you're doing well. Take you to a new pair of lanes here. Take you to 15 to 16, 17 and 18. Looks like we got Scott Boyer. I believe he started on an in pair. He did. These guys started on 35 and 36, but now they're on 15 and 16 in game number 4. Chase Benitez, Scott Boyer, Brian Jones, Clayton Reed. And then right next door, Alex Denton, Zach Denton, Evan Miller, and Corey Cavins. And if you're new to the channel around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. I mentioned a little while ago, we've got some coaching and instructional videos coming up with Coach Mike Shady that'll be dropping in March. I'll be with you today for the remainder of the next 3 games, and then I'll be back again at 1:45 Central Time for the B squad qualifying, and then I'll be back again with you again tonight at 7 o'clock where the PBA All-Stars roll into town. And I just say that because it's on the way to the next tour stop, and there are a few that did sign up last minute. And we've got none other than Tom Doherty, who'll be new to this event. Sean Maldonado will be new to this event. Andrew Anderson. So it'll be fun tonight. AJ Chapman, who's made the finals before here. It'll be fun to have some of those folks come through and put a little exposure, a little spotlight on these events. This is the 17th version of the tournaments up here in Iowa, the majors, so to speak, twice a year. February and September every year. 17th edition. Jordan wants to know what I think the cut would be. You know, the cut, it's a good question. So right now it's like -3 through 4. I would imagine the last few games scores will go up a little bit. I would say I'm going to go 10 over. Plus 10 will be what will make it into tomorrow's Cashiers Round. That's going to be my guess. Plus 10. And I'm going to say to be in the top 10, it's going to be about 85 over. 85 or 90 over. I haven't done too much of a squad analysis. I do know tonight's C squad is going to be a pretty solid squad, as we talked about. Okay, everybody, I got a new toy I gotta try out here. So I'm gonna switch pairs. There's nothing going on in this pair, but I just want to see what this does. That was a little fast. Let me try this again. I'm gonna bring you back to the other pair. How's that look? You guys like that? Yeah, it's a new tool. It's a new tool I got. Works better for replay, but I'm not real happy with my system resources right now to do replays. But here, I'll bring it into the booth. Pretty cool, huh? I think that speed's a little bit better. Take you back out to the lanes now. I'm on about a 6-second delay, so I'm gonna watch it in my monitor here. Might still be a little too fast. This is what's called a stinger transition. (19 through 22), just to show you, there's nothing going on over there. Take you back. I want to see the performance of how that thing runs. It does take a little bit of system resources when you run that stinger transition like that. And I don't think I put the right one in there, actually. There was an MOV version of that. Scoring is really slowed down. The overall pace is a lot lower. And for whatever reason, bowlers are all out of whack here. Bowlers just standing around waiting to bowl. Bowlers standing around waiting for people to get done on pairs. All right, Farmar, I see you in there. I'm going to work on this. Game number 5 is underway on 19 and 20, but not 21 and 22. I'm really not sure what happened around here, honestly. But things have taken a little bit of a lull here. Yeah, Craig, that's what I'm working on, buddy. The transition. Unless you're talking about transition as far as the lanes transitioning and it's got everybody screwed up and slower bowling. Here's Brian Jones up on 15, looking for 185 if he can strike out in the 10th frame. All starts here. Bucket. I tried to put a little drama into that. I don't know if you noticed that or not. Chase Benitez there. I was actually at Applebee's last night. I was eating good in the neighborhood, and he and his girlfriend sat down next to me, and we sat at the bar together and partook in, I had an iced tea with no sweetener and about 450 calorie meal as I am looking to attempt to lose some weight myself. So So 168, 170, 167. We'll see if Scott Boyer can bowl 200 on this pair and be the only 200. And nope, 3 off the left. It's going to put him in the 190s. So we're going to bounce out of there. Rough pair there for sure, and that rhymed. How about that? And now we're going to get the attack of the yellow screen, because nobody's bowled there for quite a while as we pick up action. Lanes 19 and 20. Where it looks like we have Kyle Crowe, Ryan Lakota, Brian Thompson. Just the 3 of them bowling there. And then right next door, we're going to have Chase Benitez, Scott Boyer, Brian Jones, and Clayton Reed as soon as they come over. So we are in game number 5 now. Yeah, Craig asked a question, do they re-oil after every squad? Yes, they do. It's fresh every squad. Hi, Wesley. Over here on 15 through 18 now. We have Nathan Brantley, Derek Lewis, Tiffany Morris, Tyler Newman. 17 and 18, we have Kody Brando, Quincy Bruce, Dwayne Kiltz, and Lucas Pajekovic. Oh, we have Derek Lewis's hair covering up the scoreboards there for a moment. Our glare's getting better. It's not as bright out right now on the scoreboard here on 18. Now, I think Dwayne Kiltz here bowled the U.S. Open. I thought I saw his name on the list. But he's here now, amongst many other people that bowled the U.S. Open this week. I believe match play is getting underway here shortly. Also, we have a standings update after game number 4. Tom Hess is your tournament leader at plus 154. That means he bowled 230 or so the last game. Joe Engelkiss is still sitting nice here in second place. He's up to 127 over. Third is Justin Petrie at plus 103. Fourth, Cameron Crowe at plus 83. Fifth is Troy Fuller at plus 82. Sixth, Kayla Crawford at plus 63. Seventh, Nate Stubler at plus 53. Jason Poley moves to 8th at plus 39. Ninth is Brian Halen at plus 33. Wesley Lowe is 10th at plus 23. 11th is Tim Barron at plus 20. 12th is Alex Dirks at plus 12. 13th is Greg Engelkiss at plus 5. And 14th is Derek Lewis at plus 3. And you may be wondering why I went past 10, because I just named the 14 players that are plus out of the 63 in this event. So that means currently right now, if you were to just take a third of the field, the cut would be minus 13. So playing low scoring, very low scoring. Scoring pace is going down. It's amazing to have back-to-back 279s on lanes 21 and 22 in game number 1 and game number 2 here today. It's fascinating to me. The scoring pace is this low. Glad you're with us here this morning, watching here on Inside Bowling. I am Mike Flanagan, in case you didn't know that. If this is your first time joining us on our broadcast, welcome, and thank you for being part of it. We always encourage people to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll be notified the next time we have an event coming up, so you don't miss out on any of the bowling action. We also providing some more value with you coming up here next month with some coaching and training videos you'll want to look for from Coach Mike Shady. Also, you can follow us on all of our social platforms. We are at Inside Bowling on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You just type in the URL and put /Inside Bowling and you'll find us. We also do have our merch store. We've been selling a lot of merch lately. A lot of people have been taking advantage of the bowling t-shirts and things that we offer. The Brad and Kyle YouTubers, they have a house shirt on there. We've sold bunches and bunches of those, and we really enjoy our little merch shop that we do. It's not a priority of ours, but it's something we like to do. We want more people out there wearing bowling apparel. They're out barbecuing this summer. Sit down and barbecue with some bowling apparel. And speaking of something pretty cool, that was a nice pickup there. By Derek Lewis. The 3-4-6-7-10. One cool thing about YouTube is we are DVR'd, so you can always back it up and watch whatever it was that was just on your screen. If you're a bowler and you're watching this event, this is one that you should come up and try to bowl both of these twice a year. The payout in the tournament's over 100% payout, which is outstanding. It's definitely a good one to come out and bowl. I will tell you, I competed in Costa Rica in late 2019 for 20-something games. And I have to say that I felt pretty good getting out and competing on the lanes again. And I will tell you that if I were ever to come out of retirement and bowl another tournament, I've been kind of itching at wanting to bowl one of these after streaming so many of them. It would require me bringing somebody with me, but I just might do that one of these times. Me and Joe Engelkiss for the title. Travis wants to know, is Wesley vlogging today? I don't see him with a camera. I'll have to ask. Hello, guys. I'm a bowler since 2003. Started with the Special Olympics first, and then I joined the regular Kids League, and now I'm both in Special Olympics and Women's League. Awesome, Banjo. The Ringing 10, Mike calling a shot in 2021. Yep. PBA Dave. Mike, I want to thank you for supporting our events here in the Midwest. See you soon on B Squad. Dave Dentlinger. Hey, Dave. Nice to have you in the chat, brother. Have a safe drive over here today. Okay, everybody. We're still working on that stinger transition here. Take you over another pair. Watch one shot here. Not sure that worked. Yeah, it's not liking the new one. Trying to mess with these stinger transitions, see what happens. I'll keep working on it. Something new we're trying to mess with here. Thanks for putting up with that, everybody. Brandon White's from Litchfield, Illinois says he can't wait to bowl the C Squad here today. We're looking forward to having you. I said 10 after last game, but it's probably going to be lower. Yeah, I don't remember. But C Squad's a pretty strong squad, though, today. They're asking what I think the cut score is going to be. Trying to look at the pace here. This game will be over about 11:30. So we should have action complete around 12:30, and we fire back up at 1:45 today.
take pictures. I give up. I don't even know.
Back with you, everybody. We've got a little Game 5 going on the left side of your screen, a little Game 6 going on the right side of your screen. Got a pretty talented player to take a look at here. He made our finals the last time I was on the airwaves with you back in September of last year, and his name is Cameron Crowe. He's up on lane 18. Today, Mr. Crowe is crossing with Ryan Cullinan, Seth Sekema, and Nate Stubler. Nate Stubler's doing pretty good in this event. Just wrapping up game number 5 on lanes 15 and 16. It looks like we have pretty much par for the course on what we've seen on this pair. 178, 174, possible 171, and possible 192. By Tyler Newman. Let's see if Tyler can shoot 171. And it looks like, I'm sorry, Tyler Newman had 192 left, but it looks like he got 8 spare. We got Derek Lewis can bowl 171. Ball just doesn't want to finish. Oh, but look at that. Trips out the 2-8-10 for a strike. 171 it is. Behind the pair with 180 here, Tyler Newman. We still don't have any bowlers on 19 through 22, but we will shortly. Skip procedure was skip 1, skip 2, skip 1, skip 2, skip 1, skip 2. as we head into game number 6. Glad you're with us today. I am Mike Flanagan from Inside Bowling. Been doing this for 8 or 10 years or so, and it's always fun to get in the booth when I can. This isn't my full-time gig by any means, but I certainly try to put together the best broadcast I can for you. Flying solo here in the booth this weekend. I will have some guests probably stop in throughout the day a little bit later. We'll get into talking a little bit about this year's PBA Tour, I'm sure, with some of the folks that will come by and sit in as we have an open door policy here. A lot of bowling here, though, this weekend as we just get started today with the A squad. 7 games. We got another 14 games coming up for you today. Starting at 1:45 will be the B squad, and then at 7 o'clock tonight will be your C squad. Once again, if you're just joining us, the C squad tonight has a few PBA stars stopping through on their way to Indianapolis. Andrew Anderson, Player of the Year 2 years ago. Tom Doherty, 2-time titleist on the PBA Tour. Sean Maldonado's made a bunch of shows. Really talented player, and Sean Maldonado doesn't get enough respect, in my opinion. You know, a lot of people say, who's the best bowler on tour that hasn't won a title? And a lot of people like to say A.J. Johnson, but a guy like Maldonado, he's done really well on tour, and it wouldn't surprise me if he wins this year. I'd like to see him get a title. He'll be here a little bit later on. The Lavery Spar brothers, also a couple great players. They'll be here as well later today. A.J. Chapman, one of the most fundamentally sound games in bowling, will be here participating as well. We'll be bringing you all that coverage tonight. Begins at 7 o'clock Central, Saturday night tonight. We're up against the XFL. Hopefully we can beat those ratings. And it looks like I need to do some patrolling here in the chat. I've got a spammer. Let me see what I can do here. Okay. So Fran's Pro Shop from Maple Lanes has now got a temporary location right next to Cali XBC. Normal business hours have resumed.
They got it done. They were hoping to have it done today, and they got it done.
That's cool. Coming into lanes 15 and 16 now. We got Rodney Jackson, Isaac Goodman, Roger Hartford, and Chase Donner. We've got our standings after game number 4 up on Twitter. I've also got them here in the booth, but I was also informed that Tom Hess had the front 10 game number 5. He was 154 over leading the tournament. Keep in mind, only 14 people are plus, so he's going to be like 230 over, which is incredible. Hess is setting the number this morning, setting the bar high early. Hello to Andy Klein this morning. I missed your message with the spam that I got in here. Pura Vida, love the La Raza. $7.10 for Stubler. Take a look at the power Cameron Crowe creates here. Lefties stick together here, I guess. That would have been cool if we'd have seen a 710 picked up. They do have Brunswick A2 machines here, which are my favorite machine, just probably because I know how to clear ball returns and deck jams and stuff like that on them. Dana in the chat says, I know I'm old when I see a gray ball go down the lane and I think it's a gray angle. If the picture is spotty on your end, you can click on the little gear icon and you can change your quality. I actually, up here in the booth, it was defaulting to 360p. And I selected 720 and there wasn't a problem at all. So hopefully that'll clear up your issue that you're having. Sometimes refreshing the feed and restarting it will help as well. So hopefully that'll solve the problem for you. had a graphic mishap here. It looks like it was defaulting to game 5 for some reason, but we are in game number 6. Movie over to 19 and 20, 21 and 22. We got Nathan Brantley, Derek Lewis, Tiffany Morris with a strike, and Tyler Newman next door. Kody Brando, Quincy Bruce, Dwayne Kiltz, and Lucas Pajekovic. Motive Bowling wants to know, can we see Wesley? Wesley was on the live stream to start the day, and he is now on 11 and 12. So they're going to skip one. So you'll see him in the next game. He'll be on 15 and 16 in the next game. And Wesley currently through 4 games is in 10th place. He's one of the few plus, 14 bowlers plus. He's at plus 23 after 4. Should have an update after game number 5 here in just a moment. If you want to see the standings, you can go over to our Twitter feed on Inside Bowling, twitter.com/Inside Bowling. And standings are being updated over there, so you can go look at them yourself. If you're not following us on Twitter, please do. 37 minutes ago, we updated after game number 4, so shouldn't be long here. We'll have after game number 5. Looks like she's bringing me standings right now after game number 5, coming right over to me in the booth. Thank you. All right, your leader is Tom Hess. He's plus 242. In second is Joe Engelkiss at plus 141. So Hess has a 101 pin lead over the entire field. Cameron Crowe, who we've been watching, which is a good cue to move back over to his pair. Bring him up here in just a moment. Cameron Crowe is in third at plus 108. Then fourth is Shea Bittenbender at plus 77. Fifth, Justin Petrie at plus 73. Sixth is Greg Engelkiss at plus 72. Seventh is Troy Fuller at plus 57. Eighth is Nate Stubler at plus 55. Tied with Brian Halen and Kayla Crawford. So they're all tied for eighth at plus 55. Then the other players that are plus, I'll mention them. 11th is Ryan Lakota. 12th is Jim Howard. Brandon Dodge is 13th. Jason Poley is 14th. Roger Harford is 15th. And Tim Barrett is tied for 15th. They're at plus 1. So 16 players plus now out of the 63 player field. Take you back over to 15 is 16, 17 and 18, where you see Cameron Crowe, who currently sits third. Nate Stubler, who currently is 8th over here. So some of the leaders coming through for you on our live stream pairs. Once again, standings updated now through game number 5 over on Inside Bowling's Twitter. And they are there for you, updated just a minute ago. Hey Mike, who's the power lefty on 15 to 16? That's Cameron Crowe, who I was talking about earlier. Gotta go for a while, but I'll be back. Thanks, Dana. Who's the tall guy? You're either referring to Ryan or Cameron there. So after this, we'll have a 7th game for you. Then we'll take a break, and we'll come back with 7 games starting around 1:45 right here on our YouTube channel. $160 entry got you into the tournament. Over $5,000 added in the event thanks to great sponsors. Great sponsors of this event at the Ebonite Winter Classic here at Cadillac XBC in Waterloo, Iowa, the 17th edition. Brought to you by Ebonite, the title sponsor. Associate sponsors Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau, Logo Infusion, USA Mortgage, Budweiser and Bud Light, and the Hampton Inn. So the St. Ambrose pair, Nate Stubler can finish with 200 even. We had 210, 156, 196. So these guys are rolling pretty good, but 17 18 didn't treat him too well. Didn't hurt him too bad, but Stubler with the cover. Fill it up here for 200 would be good for him. Get out of here unscathed. Pretty good game here. We got possible 246 here, filling it up here in the 10th frame. Nice game. Yeah, Costco.
I've never seen anybody pack it.
Costco or Sam's Club. Got a wagon wheel here. I'm going to bounce out of here and head back over at 19 and 20, 21 and 22. We've got an 8-bagger. On lane 21. All right, there's 9 in a row. Ooh, 10 in a row. So this will be the high game of the tournament, I believe. If he gets 9 or better, Kody Brando, lane 21. He's got a 10-bagger looking for the back 11 for 290. Oh, 288. He tied Joe Engelkist. Oh, 277 actually. I guess he opened in the first frame. I assumed it was a spare. That's my bad. Couldn't see from over here the way these monitors are, but 277. Really good game, Kody Brando. Let's see where that moves him in the standings. After 5, Kody was, let's see, Brando. Oh, he was minus 161. So it gets him like minus 90. I guess if he bowls another one of those games, he could be on the bubble. It's pretty awesome, though, to shoot 270. Game number 7 underway, 15 and 16, 17 and 18. And we have the guys we started with today wrapping it up for us here to finish this A squad qualifying block. And we got some leaders. Finish up 19 and 20 here. We've got possible 170 for Tiffany Morris. Striking out in the 10th frame here. Let's see if she can get one more. Where was that all game? Nice finish, Tiffany. Bringing over to 15 and 16, 17 and 18, where we have the all St. Louis pair with Eric Samowski, Shea Bittenbender, who's up on your screen now, John Marsala, and Tim Barrett. And then next door is Brent Boho, Brandon Dodge, Wesley Lowe, and Adam Morse. And Tom Adcock bringing me treats up in the booth. 279, 277, the last two for Kody. I gotta go look into that one, because if he bowled 279, there's no way he is that far down the standings. Unless they inputted his score wrong by 100. Kody Brando, I have after 5 games at minus 161. If he bowled 279 and he's minus 161, that's almost impossible. So is he really minus 61? I'm gonna go find out. But I don't think okay, I just got the scoop here on Kody Brando, right? Kody Brando started the day, and after 3 games, he bowled like 383 for his first 3 games. And you saw him bowl 277 here, and he bowled 279 the game before. So he's like 87 under or something like that with a game to go after averaging 130 for the first 3 games. He like bowled 388 or something. I don't know if I've ever seen a bigger change of scoring pace. I mean, how do you shoot 380 in a tournament, and then you might shoot 830 the last 3 games? I mean, it's possible. Well, I thought something was off, but wow. I'll try to keep dibs on what Kody Brando is doing the last game, but for him to bowl, to not even average 130 for 3 games, and bowl 277, 279 back-to-back in games 5 and 6, it's pretty incredible. I look up and shave with a crossover for a double. He'll take it. Through 5 games, John Marsala is 32nd at -47. I don't know what he had game 6 yet. Tim Barrett +1 through 5 games, up on lane 15 for you. See that 4-pin not fall and just move, and now it's going to be knocked over by the A2. Needs to be respot. Wesley Lowe trying to get it to peel off the corner down lane and doesn't hook. Eric Smowski with a strike. Adam Morse now on a triple. He's starting to run him out a little bit here. I didn't see how he was doing in the standing. He was -43 after 5. Needs a big game here. Solidify himself in the cut, and he looks like he is completely lined up. Really impressed with the line he's playing, and his last few shots have been really good. Brent Boho, the two-hander, that finishes with an interesting delivery. Ball just doesn't want to finish down lane. Speed is not your friend today, that is for sure. Want to be a little more soft, a little more touch with the ball for sure. Shorten the pattern up a little bit. Adam Morse is bowling awesome. Hey, Eric, what do you have game 5? Or 6? What did he have game 6? Adam. What did Adam have game 6? Minus 27. Okay. Let's see if Shea hits the right side of the head pin here. Yeah, he does. Perfect. And Shea's in 4th right now, plus 77 after 5. Oh, I got 6. 6 just came up. Got dropped off. Should be online on Twitter. Here are your standings. Tom Hess leads at plus 254. Second, Joe Engelkis at plus 125. Third, Cameron Crowe at plus 104. Kayla Crawford up in 4th at plus 78. Greg Engelkis 5th at plus 71. Shea Bittmander's actually 67 over now in 6th. Nate Stubler is 7th at plus 55. Tim Barrett right here on your screen as well. He is plus 43. Justin Petrie is in 9th at plus 40. Jason Poley 10th at plus 38. The other players plus Derek Lewis in 11th at plus 32. Brian Halen in 12th at plus 29. 13th is Ryan Lakota at plus 27, tied with Troy Fuller. 15th is Jim Howard at plus 17, and Roger Harford in 16th is plus 6. Those are the players that are plus in the field out of the 63 players bowling this morning. See standings on Inside Bowling. Twitter account, twitter.com/Inside Bowling. Wesley with a good shot. I missed it because I had to walk away for a minute, but Adam Morse, if you replay this back, I'm sure most of you saw this. I'm watching it back right now. Just rewound it a little bit. Adam Morse with a 4-pin moved into the 2-pin spot. But he covered it up and can still bowl 258. I'm going to do a voiceover really quick in case I want to clip it out since I missed it. So I've done this before. Here's Adam Morse looking to continue his string. Whoa. 4-pin slides over to the 2-pin spot, and now is going to have to be, going to have to get somebody on this right here. Wow. 4-pin slides over to the 2-pin spot. Crazy things happen in bowling. And he spares it nonetheless. Try that again. And he spares it nonetheless. Still got a good game going here. All right, I'll clip that out later. I'll put that together as a package and put it on YouTube. See if we can get some views on it. What should I title it? Title it like the bowling pin that wouldn't fall down. Maybe that's what I'll call it. There is going to be a break, Alan. We'll be back at 1:45 Central Time. And Wesley Lowe throws a gutter ball. Hey, Wes, let's put that on your vlog, buddy. How about that? Wesley Lowe with the gutter ball. Subscribe to Wesley Lowe to learn how to bowl better. Maybe you need to pull out the lane in the backyard there, Wes. I love Wesley, but that one there was pretty interesting. It's been a weird turn of events here, finishing up today's squad. Hard and straight down the middle for Wes. Yeah, that's how you should have played him the whole game, buddy. John Marsala can still bowl 181. Tim Barron's going to be in good shape coming back for tomorrow. Shea bowls 233. Tim, even though having a bad game here, 151 if he strikes out. So 150. He was 43 over, so he goes to -7. And with what we're seeing from the scoring pace, -7 should be enough to make it. Not the way Tim wanted to finish, but I think -7 will make it. Morse here can still bowl 245. He's had a really good game, and with that weird break in the middle of it as well. 4-pin sliding over into the 2-pin spot. So Wesley Lowe with the gutter spare strike for 189. Wesley was minus 63 and needed a big game there. Is not going to make the cut. So that's going to do it for A Squad qualifying here from Cadillac XBC here in Waterloo, Iowa. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me on today's broadcast. We'll be back at 1:45 with B Squad qualifying, 7 games. Once again, we want to thank all the sponsors. We want to thank Ebonite for sponsoring the event. I want to thank the entire crew here at Cadillac XBC, Joe Engelkiss and his family. I'm Mike Flanagan from Inside Bowling. We'll see you today at 1:45 here from Cadillac XBC in Waterloo, Iowa. We'll see you then, everybody.